What's up, everyone? We're doing something a little different over the next 3 weeks. We're opening up the vault to show you footage we filmed back in 2025 that we never released. At the time, we were right in the middle of a $36 million exit and the tension was at an all-time high. I want to take you back to show you what it's really like to build and sell a business. We're giving you only the raw truth. You're going to hear from my partners, Brian, Scott, and Dean, as they tell their side of what it was like to go through that fire. First up is Brian Toff, recorded just as the deal was crossing the finish line in 2025.
You know, you're here, you're getting life-changing money this Friday.
Yeah.
Life-changing money.
Yeah, for sure.
But you never got to work again. You don't ever want to work again, you never have to. Your kids are good, you're good.
I'd be too bored.
You would be too bored. You're one of the smartest guys I know. What does that mean to you when that money hits your account this Friday?
What does it mean for me? It means a safety. It means like a safety belt. Just to kind of know that no matter what. I mean, it's not generational money, but it's certainly lifetime money. There's no doubt about that. And I think that anyone that has that works hard and is able to accomplish the same thing that we've accomplished here, if you do the right things with the money, you're going to be happy for years to come. So for me, it's just that safety belt.
If you're serious about growing your home service business, listen up. Everything we do at Build It to Sell It is built around one mission: helping contractors scale real companies that are actually worth selling one day. Through our masterminds, shop tours, winner's circles, sales training, and the Build It to Sell It conference, we bring owners together to share what's actually working in the field right now. If you want better systems, stronger leadership, and a business that gives you real options one day, click the link in the show notes and get plugged in.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our main sponsor, Service Titan, our technology of choice for helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business so when they want to sell it, they're able to.
Company sold. His nerves are still a little unraveled, but that's all right. He's going to make it.
It's a hell of a process. Why wouldn't it be?
You're going to be all right. So let's talk about this, Scott. You know, when we started the journey 8 years ago, we never even thought about selling the company. It was, we came together, we're like, we're going to build this, and we actually thought our kids would take it over.
Yeah, I always had thought maybe there's an opportunity for the kids to take it over. Then, like, you know what? Why am I the one that has to tell my kids what they want to do in the future? They should be telling me what they want to do in the future.
So we built Shock 8 years, 90% good, 10% bad, like anything, I would say. No, probably not even 10% bad, probably 5% bad, right? Like,
yeah, there's good and bad in everything. It's good and bad in marriages, relationships, friendships, everything.
The company kept growing, close to 100 employees. You came to me probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and you were like, I'm thinking about selling. I told you what it was going to be worth. And you're like, if you can get me that number, I'm going.
Yeah, you get the number, we work it out, and we'll make it work.
We got more than a number.
We did. We were able to get more than a number.
We got more than a number. You know, talk to people about, hey, I'm going to ask you a flat question, because everyone thinks if I'm their partner, I'm going to save them. Well,
save them in which way? Give me an example.
Meaning,
what do you mean?
I'm going to save them. I'm just going to keep throwing money into the business to make it grow. I'm going to be the one working the business. I'm going to be the one doing the sales. Like, can you tell people about, is that true or is that way false?
I'm pretty positive that's way false. I mean, I can't speak for your other partners, but I can speak for mine. I can tell you this. I'm not positive that we put in any more money since we did 8 years ago when we each put in, I'm going to throw a number out there, $15,000, $20,000, $50,000. Whatever our initial contribution was.
I don't even know it was that much.
I should look it up. I got to see what it was. Pretty impressive, I think.
Yeah, I mean, but even on a daily basis, after the first year, really.
No, the way I look at it with people that want to partner with you is you're going to help give the tools that the person needs to be successful. But you can't actually make somebody successful. You're just by saying, you're going to be successful. The person's got to want it. They have to be willing to work hard. They have to be willing to step away and miss a lot of things in their life, which we've all done. We all continue to do this very day. And without those tools in your hands that you help provide, it's really hard for people. I know there's so many people that call you all the time. I'm with you sometimes when you're in the car. And they say, Leo, I want to be your partner. I want to get rich. I want to do that. I think those are the first people you should just hang the fuck up on. Because I just don't think they get it. They should call you and say, listen, I'm ready to grind, start me from the ground up and see what happens.
You know, you're here, you're getting life-changing money this Friday.
Yeah.
Life-changing money.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you never got to work again. If you don't ever want to work again, you never have to. Your kids are good, you're good.
I'd be too bored.
You would be too bored. You're one of the smartest guys I know. What does that mean to you when that money hits your account this Friday?
What does it mean for me? It means a safety. It means like a safety belt. Just to kind of know that no matter what. I mean, it's not generational money, but it's certainly lifetime money. There's no doubt about that. And I think that anyone that has that works hard and is able to accomplish the same thing that we've accomplished here, if you do the right things with the money, you're going to be happy for years to come. So for me, it's just that safety belt, knowing that it's there, a proud thing to hang up a SHOCK shirt on the wall. I mean, I got to put the One SEO Technology shirt right next to it as well. But
I forget about that name sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
What a bad name was that, though. I mean, it was great for us at the time, but like we really thought, oh man, if we just name One SEO Technologies, everybody will follow suit, and that was not the case.
It was very confusing. I remember when we were thinking about new names for SHOCK, we were going to do 24/7 IT,
yeah.
Which we might even still own that domain.
We might own it.
So it's something to do 20 years from now. And then One SEO Technologies, you know, it helped. It helped skyrocket things a little bit in the beginning, and then it just kind of teetered out. We needed SHOCK to help with the rebrand.
People don't realize how hard it is to sell a company. You saw me do it 5 times prior.
Yep.
I kind of let you, after I initiated this, let you stay involved. You lost 20 fucking pounds.
Yeah, well, of course, it's a lot of fucking work.
But none of my other partners were ever involved. But because 8 years together, you wanted to really know it. You're like, Lance, can I do this with you? I'm like, fuck it, yeah, do it.
Yeah, I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it.
Talk to people about how stressful I know I didn't help your stress any.
No, you made it worse.
But
well, you gained weight and I lost weight.
Correct.
You gained during the last transaction, I lost it. So it all equals out to the same shit anyway.
Talk
so
about
what's
how
it like?
stressful that is. Because people don't realize how dog it is with some of these firms.
Yeah, it's just, there's tons of questions. You know, at first you might get, we'll call it 300 questions. And people are going to say, yeah, right, 300 questions. Well, you get it. You get 300 questions. And little do you know, every time you answer a question, you're not because you're answering it right or wrong, but every time you answer that question, comes another question. And then when you answer the new question, comes another question. At one point, I was keeping track of the total number of questions we had, and we were somewhere in the 600 to 700 mark. I got to imagine by the time all said and done, we were somewhere close to 900 questions. And I think that Jolynn had done this before. So I got to work with Jolynn, especially a lot in the beginning stages, but I also think it was really helpful to have a broker that helped us out a lot too, which was really awesome. They kind of picked up on the things that you knew, so I don't have to pick up the phone and call you each time.
Nick's a good guy. I mean, to use woodwork, I'll give him credit, because you know I don't believe in brokers for the most part. I believe in Eric Van Dam.
Yep.
And Nick is Van Dam's boy.
There you go. So and I never met Eric, so I knew nothing about Eric.
Well, that's
so.
what made me go with Nick. Remember,
I do remember you talking to them about something like that.
And I was like, we're going to hire a broker. You're going to go with someone out of the Van Dam tree line, like, 'cause you know they're a good person. And he did do his job. He got us an extra turn.
Yep.
And talk about what it's like dealing with private equity firms, because people think it's so easy. They just come throw money at you, and it's, we're going to buy your company. And
I think I'm going to say we probably started somewhere in the range of a pool of, let's call it 30 or 40 different firms that could potentially be interested.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our main sponsor, Service Titan, our technology of choice for helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business, so when they want to sell it, they're able to.
Are you tired of being in a job where you're just going through the motions, doing things that you don't care about? Do you want to work for one of the fastest growing tech companies in home services? My name is Bernie Olilla. I'm the VP of Sales at Titan Pro Technologies, and I love working for this company. So we're a Service Titan Titanium partner, which means we are directly affiliated with Service Titan. And the people here at Titan Pro Technologies aren't just pushing paper or typing keyboards and putting in data all day. You're doing real work to help people grow and scale their businesses. It's a 5-star experience at Titan Pro Technologies for both the customers and the team. The employees here get everything from benefits to a 401k. We travel to service our customers. So there's a lot of opportunity here for growth. And the compensation is more than fair, and there are lots of opportunities for advancement. We pay commissions for sales, we pay commissions for upsales, We pay rewards for people who get reviews, so there's plenty of opportunity to earn money here and do the best you can for you and your family. So if you're a winner, you know Service Titan, you're familiar with the trades, this is the place for you.
It was
And
right
then-
around 35. You
Yep,
got the
yeah,
exact number.
yep.
There was the list, correct.
And then I think they kind of narrow it down based upon people that have maybe not as good experience or ones that may or may not come to the closing table. And then you're down to maybe 20, let's say. And then based on the 20, then now they have to express interest in us in order to move forward. You know, we ended up picking a partner that I think will work out great for Shock. But there's just, I think every private equity firm looks out for themselves first. And you know what? If me and you were in the same position, we'd probably look out for ourselves first too.
I agree with you, but it's more stressful. Like, I wasn't as stressed as you, but like you hit me with the best thing. You said, Lance, you've already done this and you got
Done
your
it 5
paycheck
times.
5
Yeah.
times. This is my first time. And when you said that to me, I said to my wife, I said, that really hit home because obviously I love your kids. I love Jody. I think they're all your
course.
family. I was like, it's going to be a fucking great feeling when he walks through that door and that money's in the account and he pulls it out and shows his wife. Because every time, like, I've never celebrated, you know that, but I do show my wife every time I get the money. I'm like,
Well,
ding, ding.
I can tell you right now at this very moment, I'm pretty positive my wife and kids and my parents, they literally don't even know the day of closing coming up at this very moment because there's been so much turmoil and just going back and forth. They have a general idea that it's coming up, but they don't have they don't have an actual day.
What was the hardest part of the sale?
What was the hardest part? Making sure that the people, we care about every employee, but making sure that the leaders are well taken care of and making sure you find an alignment that makes sure that every single one of our employees have a future wherever we go.
I will say this about New Spring. They did take care of our employees in Magna 5.
I
I will give them that credit. I wasn't happy with some things, but with that, they took care of our people.
They everything that they said they were going to do about employees, they've done. Even to this point now, even as we're starting to do some onboarding and stuff, they're still doing exactly what they said they were going to do.
Let's talk about this real fast. You're selling Shock. You're probably the smartest guy I know, and that's the truth. I've always said that about you. Couldn't sell water to a man on fire when I met you. Now you're one of the best salespeople.
I could have sold water to a man on fire. maybe not something else. Who knows?
But you are by far one of the smartest guys. There's never been a task that we've had or an issue in any of my organizations where I couldn't come get you and be like, Scott, can you go figure this the fuck out? You give me a solution, right? What's next for you? Like, what's next? Because you got only 6 months to a year here. What do you think is going to be next? Because you're not done. How old are you now? 44?
No, I'm 42.
Yeah,
41. No, I'm turning 42 in a couple of weeks. I'm not even 42 yet.
So what are you going to do? I mean, you don't have to work, but you're going to do something. There's no fucking doubt.
I literally have absolutely no clue what I'm going to be doing. Like I had said to you just before we started filming, like I'm not even considering all this real until it's actually done. So because I'm not considering what's real right now, I haven't thought about what comes after
Well, it's
what's
done.
real.
They got it fun, so I don't worry about that. Here's the thing for you.
But further to your question, real estate stuff probably, and then just find another business to maybe help grow or whatever it might be. We'll figure it out.
Once, when I met you 8 years ago, and I said to my wife, like, this has to be proud, like, because you're Jody's hero. I've been around you guys enough. Jody loves you. She worships you. When I met you, I don't know if you remember, like, you were still like in a townhome. Then you moved to that little house with the acreage. Remember you were trying to buy the lot behind you?
Yep.
Then you fucking moved to a palace. Then you own a house in Costa Rica that's paid for. It's beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful homes. Think about how much your life changed in 8 years you were just a one SEO client at the time. I don't know if you know that. And like, we just became friends, became partners.
That's all that it was. We went to Vegas, shook hands, and we moved on from there.
At the Spearmint Rhino.
We shook hands at the bar at the Caesar's Palace. Like we celebrated perhaps at the Rhino.
And that's a true story. People don't realize that's how deals were
I still
made.
remember we were at the Circle Bar, and I believe Emily was there, and I think Jody may have been
Jody
there
was
too.
there.
And me and you just stepped off to the side and said, "Are we going to do it?" And we said,
Fuck it, let's do it.
"Let's do it." I think we shook hands, we hugged, and I got to look back and see when we went, but I know we started the company in December, so it couldn't have been
We
maybe
were
it was
there,
September,
we
October.
were in there in November.
Oh, that was for
we
the
were at
conference.
PubCon.
That's right.
PubCon. I was speaking.
If we go back and look at our text, I actually asked you if I could go to PubCon. I asked you, I said, "Yo, let me come with you."
And that's how partnerships happen, and people don't realize. And
That's not even a forced partnership.
There was no forced partner. It was just, let's go do this. We built it out. We both were men of our words. And like people think it was all fun and rainbows. There was some difficult, hard times that where you had to lose your ego, I had to lose my ego, and you just like, fuck it, this is the mission. And it paid dividends. You're here.
One of the things that I think that one particular thing, I'm not even sure I ever said it to you, that I think that was something that I realized that you could handle the waves very well, which I always thought, but here's a great example, was when COVID first hit, right? Big turnaround for any company. And it's not that I had any interest in like telling everyone to go home and just relax, but you were right there at my side saying, we got to keep the guys working. If we don't keep all the guys, we have a whole datacom team.
Absolutely.
If we don't keep them working, it might be hard to get them to come back to work. Mm-hmm. So we started busting our butt, making sure we got sales. We followed all of the rules that were being there. It was crazy, mm-hmm. but we were essential employees. And I remembered that after we talked for a little bit, it was like, Scott, there's no other option, but these guys have to keep working because we want them to be able to continue to support their families. We want all that stuff to happen. And I felt like if we didn't keep them working, it would have just been a dip in revenue. What in actuality, we ended up having a spike in revenue because no one else was willing to work like we were.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the biggest thing is, I say this about every entrepreneur, what makes a great one versus a bad one is how much stress can you handle?
Oh, I can handle a lot.
Well, now you can. Being my partner, you definitely can.
Yeah, I can. Let's see. I'm not sure what I can't handle in life now. I've been your partner for 8 years.
And that's the thing. People don't realize the ups and downs.
Yep.
Listen, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your family. If you need anything, but you were already a multimillionaire. But now you're worth fucking 8 figures. And most people can't say you're worth 8 figures, brother. Congratulations on all your success.
I don't think many people can, but I look forward to it. I just want to kind of be quiet in the background now.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our main sponsor, Service Titan, our technology of choice for helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business so when they want to sell it, they're able to.